Everything's pretty here. Everything. What's up, guys? It's your boy 10, checking in with another video. I know I haven't posted a video in maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. Honestly, I've been a little busy. I was finishing up a really long work stint, and it kind of just got in the way of recording and stuff. Plus, I knew something really cool was coming up after, and I wanted to maybe just start off a new series of videos. Not a new series, just still what I'm doing, but give you guys like my first real I'm doing something besides just working out video. And in today's video, I am in Japan, finally. It's like my dream trip. I've wanted to come to Japan my whole life. Like, I'm obsessed with anime, I'm obsessed with the culture. I just love all of it, and I've always wanted to come here. I've dreamed about it, I've talked about it, and now, crazy enough, I've finally done it. Believe it or not, the thing that got me here is, well, one, I just wanted to come, but my mother, who all my life has been like extremely nomadic, and it wasn't my favorite thing as a kid, but guess what? She's moved to Japan. She lives in Okinawa now. She's actually been here for like 2 or 3 months now, her and my little brother. And I was like, man, what better reason for me to go visit than to come to Japan and also see my family. So, you know, I rewarded myself for like a lot of my hard work and efforts, and I made it out here. And I gotta say, it is everything that I ever thought it was, and then some, to be honest. Like, Japan is just so different from America, you know. Like, I'm going to Tokyo in a couple of days, but I've been actually on Okinawa. It's one of the islands. It's about 2 hours away from the mainland Japan, but it's beautiful. It's amazing. I'm super grateful to be here. I'm happy that I made it, and also I'm really glad that I came here before Tokyo because, you know, like I said, I've been working a lot, and this is like the perfect place to like disconnect and unwind and just really gather myself and be at peace. Like, you know, normally when you go on vacation, you make a lot of plans and things that you want to do. I kind of just told myself this time I'm just gonna chill. I'll come back, of course. It's a lot easier to come back here now because I have somewhere to stay when I come. But I just want to vibe here. You know, I'm gonna do things obviously, but I'm just enjoying the culture, the people, and the time with my family, and it's amazing. I've been visiting a couple places the last couple days. I told myself that I would like film myself getting on the flight and everything, but to be honest, it was a little hectic. I haven't actually traveled out of the country like that in my adult life, so going through customs and everything for the first time and trying to make my flights, it was a little bit stressful. So I kind of just decided to focus on that. Plus, like I think I like left straight from work the night of, grabbed my things, went to the airport, and just started the journey. So this time I could not record the beginnings because, man, it was honestly a process. I had like a 2.5 hour flight from Orlando to Newark, and then I think my flight from Newark to Japan to Tokyo was almost 15 hours. Oh my God, that's the longest I've ever been on a plane in my life, and it was a lot. It was a lot. Those kind of flights are something serious. Shout out to people who regularly do that, because that shit is not a walk in the park. And then I had one more flight to Okinawa, but I ended up missing my actual flight because getting through customs was crazy, and the layover time they gave me it was pretty much impossible. Like, I think I had like a hour and 50-minute layover, And between getting off the plane, getting through customs, getting my bag, getting back in line to get through customs completely, to get on a tram to go to another terminal, that's way more than a layover. But honestly, I wasn't too mad about missing the flight. I kind of just was like, yeah, I was there for like a while. I think I ended up being in the airport for an additional 3 hours. But I was just grateful to be in Japan. It was nice to like sit in the culture and just kind of people watch. And the bathrooms are fire. Every bathroom in Japan has a bidet or something of that nature. Such a clean and together place. So yeah, man, I know I'm rambling, but just that. So I plan to give you guys like a series of vlogs and just different content while I'm here, but I just wanted to start a video off with that. Like, we're in Japan, baby. Like, it's amazing. And all I'm gonna tell anybody that's never been out of the country to like this kind of place, I'm not talking about like maybe a lesser country, not that any country is less, but somewhere not as maybe lucrative, or you know what I'm saying, like nice. I mean that in the best possible way. I don't want to insult anyone. America, bro, is a scam, bro. Like it's a scam. Like the housing over here for like what you pay in America. My mom has this house is 3 floors, 4 bedrooms for a very reasonable amount. I think the rent that I pay in the States is a little bit less than the rent here or more, and just crazy, you know. And I don't know, if you've never been outside the country, all I can tell you is go travel, man. Go see the world, go turn your pages and just go see what's out there. Plus there's just so much to see. Like I've seen so many beautiful things just in a little bit of time that I've been on this island alone, and I could only imagine if I had like all the time in the world just to turn every stone, what I would see too. But yeah, man, I'm just checking in to tell you guys I'm feeling super blessed, super grateful to be here. And also I kind of wanted to talk about what got me here. I just wanted to switch angles. But yeah, like I was saying, I wanted to talk about what got me here. Honestly, a couple years ago, I went through like a really rough patch in my life. I took like a lot of losses, just a bunch of them. And I honestly, during that era of my life, I felt like such a victim. And I really didn't think that I would come back from that situation until I decided to not be the victim. And I also just started trying to give myself good things, like feed myself good things, watch good TV, even started reading again. And in doing so, one of the books that I picked up is The Alchemist. You've probably read this if you've ever went to like school, or depending on what school you went to or something like that. I had heard of it before, but I didn't actually end up reading it until I was an adult. I'm actually really grateful for that, because I feel like if I would have read it when I was younger, I wouldn't have digested it the way I did as an adult. This book right here saved my life and changed my life. And in being in Japan right now, this book feels even more full circle and more special. If you haven't read this book, you should read this book. This is a book that I'm like obnoxious about. Like I might as well be like the Bible, like somebody that's like constantly trying to feed you the Bible with this book, you know. Because it's just so good, and everybody interprets it differently, you know. And I think that's what the title stands for, because alchemy is the act of creating. I think it's like creating gold from nothing or something like that, or just different things. I will look up the term and put it in the video properly. But regardless, everybody receives this book differently, and I think it does something different for everyone. And it did a lot for me in a time where I really needed it. I didn't really ever feel like I was gonna get back up from the situation that I went through, like that era of my life, but so many good things have happened since then. I'm such a different person from that era of me. And it's not just because of this book, but this book allowed me to change my perspective on how I received and viewed things. And I think in being in Japan right now, this just feels even more special, because I'm pursuing my personal legend, which is what it talks about in Alchemist. And being in Japan is a part of it. And the way I got here is even more just like from following the signs and the omens. Like I said, I know you guys are like used to me doing gym content and things like that, and I still will always plan to do that. I actually plan to add some of that into this video, but I definitely want you guys to like get to know me as a person and see like me doing lifestyle content. And this was something I wanted to share with you guys, like how special this book was for me and this moment is to me. And just, if you ever like feeling low or feeling like you're behind or life isn't going how you're going, turn to this book and also just look into yourself and know that if you keep going, it'll get better. You know what I mean? Life is like the gym. You just gotta lift the weights. And also, like this book taught me, what are the omens meant to teach you? You know what I'm saying? Keep pursuing your personal legend. Keep paying attention to the omens and looking at the signs. And that thing you want, whatever is meant for you, will come eventually. Just a little sidebar, you know. That's how I feel about how I got here. I just was moving and pursuing my personal legend. I'm gonna get back to just making vlog-esque content in the video from here, but I wanted to talk about this for a second and how much this book really means to me, especially in this moment, being in Japan after I dreamed about it for so long, you know? So that was that. Back to the video. Going to a festival today. I think it's a cultural festival. So we're going just to check out the culture and see the scenes. Again, no agendas is good. I don't have any expectations, and I'm just vibing. I'm just walking through, enjoying myself. So maybe I'll take you guys along for that and showing you guys a lot of the walks and stuff that I've been on. I'm still figuring out how I want to go about filming and everything, but we active. We out here. Again, also remember how I said Japan is a scam? Not Japan. America is a scam. Look at this. Look at this. This is the view from my mother's room every morning, bro. That is the ocean. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's crazy. She wakes up to this. Nuts. I will say, it is hot as shit in Okinawa. Super hot. Very, very hot and humid. And I'm from Florida, which is also hot. But this is hot. It's its own version. So there is that. But aside from that, immaculate. Spectacular. Sensational. We love it here. Almost slipped on the floor back there. But y'all didn't see that. Anyways, check back in with you guys when we go to the festival, okay? So, we finally made it to the festival. Honestly, guys, this was one of the most cool experiences I'd had. You know, it's like something out of a movie where you see a bunch of kids and families together at a festival. I don't think I've ever been to anything of this nature. Like, I've been to, like, you know, fairs and things like that, but this was a little different. They had a lot of stalls, a lot of kids were playing. My only complaint was we were in the sand. I kind of hate that. I'm a shoe person, but, you know, I got over it. Regardless, dope experience. What was going on here, I didn't really know because obviously they were speaking in Japanese. I will say that was one downside of the situation, but that's on me for not speaking the language, you know. Next time. This was pretty cool. I think it was like a talent show. The girls were killing it. It was other groups performing, but this was really one of the only ones I stayed the whole time for. It's amazing how culture kind of, you know, spans, you know, they were dancing like hip hop and different things like that. So super cool. Here we went after we left the festival, we went to this place called American Village. The thing that's cool about Okinawa is it's like a military town. Like there's a bunch of different bases in the area. So it's a little bit more Americanized. So this place, I'm not sure if they call it that because it's Americanized in the area, but this place has like a lot of different shops, a lot of tourists. It's a really big deal out here. I forgot what these kind of arcades are called, but definitely if you're gonna come here, make sure you got some money to blow because you're gonna lose. Right. But good time overall. All right, so I'm about to turn in for the night after a really adventurous and not long, but then, you know, just busy day. We're just walking around Okinawa. Honestly, I think I just showed you all the B-roll of the places I went. I really don't have any agenda when I'm here. You know, I just wanted to kind of vibe when I came, this time. I feel like most people, when they go on vacation, they set up a bunch of plans and have this super large itinerary that they have to keep up with and meet. And I just didn't want to do that. I know that seems crazy and maybe a little irresponsible, but I feel like when you do that, sometimes it just leaves room for you to end up with a bunch of anxiety about your trip. Whereas now, I'm just going with the flow. That doesn't mean like I'm just sitting around wasting time and, letting time go by. But I'm just taking things as they come, like my mom mentioned something or I look something up. That's what I go do. Like the other day, the only thing I would say I knew I wanted to do when I came here is I found out they have like a Pokemon Center in this mall, and there's like this big Arcanite statue in front of it. I did want to see that, which I did do. It was super cool. I guess I'll like post a quick pic of it somewhere around here or across the screen in a second. But yeah, man, I'm happy with this because it gives me the mentality that I'm gonna be back soon, faster. Like to come do this with a little bit more of an itinerary next time. But this time I just wanted to enjoy myself. So also, I know most of the footage that you guys are seeing right now is just like B-roll footage that I'm not in. It's me holding the camera, but we're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna try to do better about that in the future. But as of right now, I'm just kind of recording myself and recording things on my own. That's how we're going about it. So maybe throughout the rest of the video, or when I go to Tokyo, I'll try to do better about maybe having my little brother hold the camera every now and again or something like that. But that's it for today. I'm gonna close out my night with actually reading The Hunger Games right now. I love the books and the movies, so I decided to reread them and stuff. A little bored, I guess. Got some free time. Yeah, man. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, alright? Hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. What's that? My fingers. But anyway. Good morning, people. Just waking up. I think it's currently almost 8 a.m. here. I've been getting up pretty early ever since I've been here. It's nice. I'm trying to make the best of my time. I'm going to this place called Stairway to Heaven this morning with my mom. That's something we've been doing every day I've been here, just walking. I really haven't been able to hit the gym like that since I've been here because it's the only gym around that I can get into is on the military base. That's kind of a process, but it's chill. Still staying cardio-ly active. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys some videos of that place from there. But before anything else, look at this view. This is every morning. Damn, you can't really, there you go. Look at that, every morning. I showed you it yesterday, but I'm gonna show you again every morning. That's crazy. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Obviously gonna start the day off with some coffee. Must, caffeine addict. And aside from that, just ate some pineapples and I'm drinking some creatine now. See y'all. Like I said, we're going for a walk, dragging little brother out. Look at that, I don't want to go energy. It's good for you, man.
I go.
It's good for you.
I really do activities almost every single day.
He's lazy. That's what that is, guys. This is what laziness looks like.
Every day I go play volleyball.
No, you don't.
Go work out.
Ever since I've been here, he's just been sitting in his room in a little ball.
This weekend, you've been here, so usually we have to go do something.
Oh, okay. So you saving all your energy for me?
So my energy for a long 4-day trip.
Oh, okay. Anyway, family walk. Everyone's here except for my other younger brother, but everyone who's in Japan currently is going out for this walk. Look at that. I'm gonna make sure to show y'all lots of clips of him being, what's the word that I'm looking for? Energetic about his exercise. One thing about Japan, they use all the space around them. This car is literally just this close from going off the curve, but it's interesting. Definitely cool. Look at that. So we ended up not going to the Stairways to Heaven place, because we couldn't get any parking, man. That's the one thing about Japan, especially Okinawa. Like, there's a reason some of the cars are so small, because the parking is crazy and some of the roadways are very narrow. So we just kind of detoured and ended up going to this aquarium. I can't remember what the aquarium was called, but it is one of the biggest aquariums in Okinawa, maybe even Japan. Had an amazing time. Honestly, everywhere you looked, it just got more beautiful. Like, there wasn't one thing that I didn't love when I was here. Lots of fish, lots of aquarium. There was a ton of different people there. It wasn't just like Japanese people. There was Koreans, some Filipinos, even Americans. A lot of tourists, a lot of fish I never seen. It was very well put together and organized. This whale shark was massive. I didn't even know like how big fish really were. Like, it's crazy. I've never like seen a whale or anything like that, but this is the biggest fish I've ever seen in my life in person. Massive. Beautiful too. Like the aquarium itself is just beautiful. So many things to look at. They even had like a dining area in here as well. I didn't eat there, but just was enjoying the vibes, kind of passing through. At first I thought like the aquarium itself was, the inside was it, but then you go out to the back and there's even more. There's this view, there's turtles. Look at these guys, beautiful turtles. More views. I didn't get to find out what this little island out on the coast was, but I think you can take a ferry out there. Look at this view. You can't go down there, but had to get a good shot of it. Excellent, man. Just everywhere you look, man, it's beautiful. And look at how massive the aquarium is. It's so big and expansive. I had a really good time here, and the tickets were pretty reasonable. And dolphins, bro. Like, I didn't even get a good shot of the dolphins. There was another tank where they were just out and about. Okinawa sunset is looking like the best one. Let's see if I can get it in there. You can't see it, but it's top tier. Top tier. Definitely not something you take for granted. Let's see. We can zoom in. Looks crazy. Definitely beautiful here. Absolutely. But Tokyo tomorrow. We excited about that too. So before I left Okinawa, my mom wanted to make sure I got one of the traditional meals from a restaurant she had visited a couple times. This place was pretty dope. We didn't get to sit in the traditional area because we were only 2 people, but I still had a great time. Not gonna lie, you guys, almost didn't get this shot. I was starving and I literally almost just ate all the food. After that, we went to this, I think this is a botanical garden. This isn't like a Christmas decoration situation. This is just something that they were doing. It's like a neon lights. I forgot what it's called, but it's not Christmas, but very timely, right? Don't forget it's October, but it was awesome. They covered every inch of this place. Like, literally one of the best light up situations I've ever been to. Everywhere you look, there was something new and expansive and just dope. Japan really doesn't pull any punches. Like, they hit everything right on. This place is pretty cool. It's this illumination park. I don't know. It's a botanical garden, and they got it like lit up like Christmas. These aren't Christmas decorations. It's October right now. But very cool, very cool. Really taking the bull by the horns, yeah. All right. And still plenty of more things to see, like just like the aquarium. Even when I thought it was done, there was like way more stuff. Look at these are like lit up flowers, just great. And then this, I was so impressed with this. Like, literally the entire lake is decorated in lights. Like, they crushed that. And look at that little bus in the distance. You could also get transported by that. 10 out of 10 experience. Also, both of these interactions were super reasonable. I don't remember the yen amount, but I remember like paying a total of $35 for me and my mom here, and about the same at the aquarium, maybe a little bit more. Morning, guys. So it's my last morning in Okinawa. I'm actually about to head to the airport now to go to Tokyo. So see you guys when we get there, all right?